Stay with 12 News on air and online for the very latest political coverage.
New at 10, heavy sanctions handed down against a member of the Fountain Hills City Council tonight for ethics violations. And tonight, 12 News spoke exclusively with that councilman about the decision. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly was there, and Chase, some members even said tonight that they've never implemented sanctions like this before.
Mark, some members on the council voted against the decision for that reason. One of those sanctions actually bans Councilman Allen Skillicorn from physically meeting with town workers unless someone else is present. Historic action being taken in Fountain Hills against one of its own town leaders.
We've never done any of this in the past.
The council, in a split vote, handed down several sanctions against Councilman Allen Skillicorn for violations against the town's code of ethics. Other sanctions include preventing him from becoming vice mayor and not allowing him to use taxpayer money to travel for meetings and events.
I'm startled.
Supporters of Skillicorn, like Joanne Lyles, who lives in Fountain Hills, believes these sanctions are too much.
Well, they've already taken things too far.
Those against Skillicorn were also surprised by the council's decision.
I was shocked.
Pam Kapp, who also lives in Fountain Hills, is one of the people who filed an ethics complaint against Skillicorn. She is relieved at the steps being taken.
He has to be more accountable for his actions.
According to an investigation, Skillicorn violated the town's code of ethics when he implied during a public meeting that his colleagues had inappropriate conversations and possibly took money from a proposed developer. The other violation is when Skillicorn reportedly went after a code enforcement officer for taking one of his political signs that they say was illegally placed. The complaint says Skillicorn, while in his car, aggressively followed the officer, flashing his high beams at him. The officer says he felt unsafe and didn't stop. Your reaction to those sanctions that were handed down against you?
Yeah, it's just purely it's a partisan political hit job, and it's completely meaningless and it's a waste of time.
He repeated it during our one-on-one interview. Even when we asked him about his previous threat to take legal action against the town if sanctions were given.
Because this is meaningless and a waste of time, I'm not sure if there's going to be anything there, but yeah, we'll see.
Other ethics complaints were filed against the councilman. However, an investigation into those complaints found that no ethics violations were found. We're live in Fountain Hills tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thank you.